we understood it in 1936 that the war is coming, while everybody else, that is the Allies, have decided that the war is coming at the beginning of 1937. So it looks like the show begins. And here we see that the Nationalists are pushing forward. Slowly but surely, very, very slowly. Look at that, the Republicans even managed to counterattack. It looks like it's on a proper stalemate here. On a serious stalemate. Oh, look at that, Madrid has been surrounded. It's surrounded, it's gonna go down. There's no doubts about that. It's only a matter of time now. It's warm. It's warm even much. Everything seems to be going in favor of the nationalists. And even then they're losing, they're gaining ground. The nationalists are moving forward. Another month has passed. They are fighting for quite some time now, actually. The Republicans probably don't have that much leadership anymore. Build national momentum. Celebrate our great nation with the momentum. Build it. Lose 5,000 money? Lose 5,000 supplies. Save our money. No national moment. Look at that. In both cases we would get no national moment. So that's a bug. In any case, let's save our money. It would be extremely expensive. That's probably the most expensive thing. However, more sufficient laws can be enacted. Basic mobilization and mixed industry. Okay. Okay, civil laws, industrial policy. So mixed industry plus AC, more money. Research rate reduction. AC efficiency for production increase. Consumer goods during wartime reduce. Consumer goods during peacetime reduce also. That's good. Furthermore, conscription laws. No? Basic mobilization, economic laws. So what we'll get reduced IC, but not as much reduced IC. We would get more supplies, more money. Our leadership modifier is going to be low, but not as low. Consumer goods during wartime reduced. Consumer goods during peacetime increased. Resources are going to increase from full civilian economy. So we'll get not as much as we can have, but more anyway than we would have. So that's good. As you can see, our production here is reasonable now. However, our consumer goods needs have increased also. Look at that. We have lost the effects of medium IC, minor LS boost. Effects leadership modifier plus 30% research efficiency. Okay, we're having even less leadership now. That's pathetic. Pathetic, you know what I mean. That's bad, really bad. In any case, we'll just have to live with this now. Engineer unit training. Urban jungle movement. Okay. Let's see what's currently being upgraded in our divisions, and it looks like our camouflage designs are being upgraded here. So what do we have? Infantry radio communications model 1936. Infantry unit training of 1918. Ah, that's bad, right? Infantry unit command and control model 1918. Mass assault 1918. So these guys are not being teach anything more than what the soldiers learn after the World War One. Standard infantry branch upgrade 1918. So it looks like they're very much World War II soldiers. So what do they have? Air defense, defensiveness. This is where we start. Defensiveness 9.80, toughness 4.5, softness 100%. So they're completely made out of soldiers. No armor, no nothing. Air defense 12, suppression 1, soft attack 4.3, hard attack 1.13, air attack 2.15, combat within 1, piercing attack 2.5, armor 0. Alright, standard infantry branch upgrade. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to prioritize this unit for upgrades and I'm going to send it here. And we'll watch this if they are getting any kind of special upgrades. It looks like some of my units are getting a bunch of upgrades here and there, but all in all we are very much relying upon old things, old information. Obviously we'll learn something from the Spanish Civil War. So it looks like the war is going for a year now or so, and let's just watch this further. Our national unity is increasing consistently. It's something I really like to see. Despite raising our national unity by quite a bit, and neutrality is increasing it by quite a bit. Before the war starts, having 80 would be good. Will we have 80? I don't think so. If we would have 70, it would be fine. Look at that. They have decided to begin the Great Officer Purge. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. During the 1930s, Town's paranoia had increased, and numerous power struggles between lesser men were viewed as dangerous to his leadership. In a wave of 3 major and dozen smaller purges, the political and military leadership of the Soviet Union was effectively decimated and put under Stalin's strict control. The purge of the army eliminated 3 of the 5 marshals, 14 of the 16 army commanders, and approximately half of the 70 to 88,000 men in the entire officer corps. Needless to say, the purge inevitably had an extremely destructive effect on the effectiveness of the Red Army's military leadership. Obviously that's bad, but we already know based on the history that the Soviets have won the Second World War, so we can't really kind of blame him for the purge, right? Maybe the purge was needed, maybe not. It's very kind of inhuman in today's democratic country. However, in the perspective of like from a perspective of a soldier who already knows the end of war, it can be said that it's fine. It's fine if he killed like 100,000 officers, because then the Soviets won the war, and that's what it's all about, right? About not spending the rest of your life in Gulag and having the officers intact with the shiny black shoes, but you know, have a lot of money, fuck, and live just fine, but know that 100,000 officers were killed. However, the final victory has been achieved. So, furthermore, Morgan Freeman's birth. The proficient actor and director Morgan Freeman has been born. He was born in Memphis, Tennessee, USA, and has an amazing and unique voice. Give me something interesting to play, and I'm happy you can play bass. Okay. I'm sure he enjoyed playing bass if he played it. Obviously it's a steep learning curve, but it's very enjoying. It's superb. Okay. It looks like it's a stalemate. Madrid will fall eventually, but let's see. Large mineralized boost. We have lost the effects of the large IC minor boost. Look at that leadership increase just by a tiny bit. Up to 20. So probably the most you can have is something like 25. I'm not sure where these armies are getting their supplies, because Madrid is surrounded, so they shouldn't get supplies, but it could be that they are getting supplies from somewhere else. I'm not sure how the game mechanics work in this case, but undoubtedly they have to get supplies for somewhere. So why this front is still, I cannot believe that one of the reasons is not only that the troops are very much equal, but I think that they're battered. Both of sides have almost ran out of manpower, and they are running out of supplies too. Government secretary focus. We normally focus on government nationalization of private sector because it reduces dissent. Espionage bonus. National manpower modifier. Let's continue nationalizing private sector. I'm very surprised that Madrid can hold so effectively here. Let's go through the technologies a little bit and see where this is going. Direct fire, unit command control, that would go to the next year. Oh no, it's fine. Let it be the way it is. Look at that. The nationalists have successfully cut Republicans in half here, or let's just say they managed to cut off some of their formation. So if these get wiped out, the forces can just descend on the remaining Republicans. There's no way the Republicans can save Madrid, and with their forces being cut to pieces, there's not much that's gonna happen here. Looks like I am already getting hit by dissent because the needs have increased. Consumer good needs. Okay, Japan, they have decided Marco Polo Brigade teach the Chinese. Japanese garrison troops in Fengtai, southwest of Beijing, clashed with Chinese forces at the Marco Polo Bridge. The battle was at first limited to a local conflict and some hurried negotiations restored order, but soon thereafter new incidents flared up and Japanese forces began defensive operations. Amelia Earhart disappears. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, the first woman to complete a solo flight across the Atlantic, has disappeared along with her navigator Fred Noonan near Hovland Island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The two were attempting a flight around the entire world and their twin-engined Lockheed Electra plane when they vanished. A search for the missing aviators is now being conducted by the US Navy and Coast Guard. Queen of the Air is lost. Okay. New national decisions are available. Send help to China. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Send help to China. You can now choose to send 2,500 supplies and 250 fuel or militia recon cavalry, 50 manpower, 2,500 supplies and 250 fuel to nationalist China in their war with Imperial Japan. If you send troops, you will regain the survivors after the conflict. Send troops to the nationalists. Obviously, this would reduce our relations with the Japanese. We're not gonna do that. China is very, very large and powerful anyway. There's no need for us to help them even further. Here we see that Republicans are being crushed, and their current progress of surrender is at 40%. I'm sure that they will be losing. Very quickly now. And so after a year of fighting, there's probably very, very ferocious fighting in Madrid streets. However, nationalists are very focused on not diverting tens of thousands of troops fighting on Madrid streets, but they would prefer to defeat Republicans on land first, and I think that's a good idea. Here you can see just how small Republicans look against the nationalists now. So what does the nationalists actually entail in Spain? That means that the nationalists would a lot more, they would be a lot more kind of focused on joining the Axis rather than joining others. Like allies or the communists. There's a very, very small tip here that's still fighting against the nationalists. I bet they will run into France soon. Okay, I want to go back, but it looks like the game has crashed.